Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today as always. And it's a beautiful day in St. Louis, Missouri today. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and I hope it's wonderful wherever you are in the world today. Today we are going to continue our topic of determination, the value of determination. Without determination, you will never persist and persevere to achieve your goals, your dreams, your visions, your purpose in life. You must be determined. It will help you overcome obstacles, difficulties, delays, discouragements, and seeming denials. Remember, God's delays are not God's denials, whatever your conception of God may be. Okay, we will continue with this article I found, and it was from, let me see, what was his name? Let me see. I can't pronounce it, so I have to look at it. Tony Fakri. And he's got some good points here. So, are you determined to succeed? We shall see what we can help you with. I lost my place here. Okay, we will continue. Having established that purpose and will are vital ingredients towards success, do you have the will to succeed? Do you have a purpose, a vision? The other component common to connecting purpose and will is to know our why. Why are you doing what you're doing? Our why is the motivating force behind why we pursue our goal. When the road ahead is challenging, as it no doubt will be, our why is an inner reassurance that reminds us why we embarked upon our pursuit. Without a why, our project lacks passion and the stamina to sustain us in the long run. And sometimes it can be a long run. The final component necessary for achieving success is determination. This faculty, matched with will and purpose, is strong enough to overcome any obstacle life presents us. Our determination, when matched with our why, becomes the ignition which flames the fire toward lasting success. Nothing could stop a person aligned with the formula. They align with their purpose and through determination connect to their why to achieve unthinkable success. Why are you doing what you're doing? What is your reason? The why will fuel your determination, your persistence, and your perseverance. You have to have a compelling reason of why you're doing what you're doing. Something deep, some inner purpose and a conviction that will overcome these obstacles and these denials, these discouragements, because there will be many. The bigger the dream, the bigger the obstacles, and the more character you will gain in the process. It's not so much about achieving your goal or your vision, it's about what you become during the process. What are you becoming? Are you becoming more of what you are? Many people think that money is the answer to all their problems. Money only magnifies what you are. If you're a generous person and you have more money, you will become a more generous person. If you're a stingy person and you have more money, you will become more stingy. Think about that. Why are you doing what you're doing? Are you doing it to gain monetary success? Are you doing it to provide more value to more people? These are questions, and many others like them, that you need to ask yourself. Why are you really doing what you're doing? Many times people don't take the time to sit and think. Most people just remember. But to sit and contemplate your life. Keeping a journal is a good thing. I don't do it anymore. I'm so busy with other things. but I do sit and contemplate my life, my decisions, the direction I'm going. I think about what I've been thinking about. I think about why I'm doing what I'm doing, how it can benefit others, how it can benefit myself and my family. It's okay to want things for yourself. I found in life that giving to others is like giving to myself, except multiplied back to me many times. So in reality, there is no true unselfishness. Even Mother Teresa, when she was helping other people, she got something out of that. She knew that by serving God and helping other people, that she would get fulfillment. Everyone is looking for fulfillment, happiness. If you search for happiness, you will never find it. Happiness, fulfillment comes from service to others, whether it be in your job, your volunteer work, or your family, wherever it happens to be. It does not come from monetary success. It does not come from fame or reaching a certain goal. These things are all good to strive for them, but as they say, the old adage, joy is truly in the journey. And it took me about 50 some years to figure that one out. I went out one evening. I had a goal set to run a mile in a certain amount of speed, and I was training for it. And one night I went out. This is one of the epiphanies I had, you could say. I went out to run one Saturday evening after a meeting I had, and there was my son, a couple of my sons, and a couple of younger boys out talking at the park. And as I ran past them, two of the younger boys decided they were going to run with me. One of them was a football player and a wrestler, so I thought, this guy's probably going to outrun me. And the other one was just, I think he was involved in track or something at school. So I was going to run 3 miles, so they started running with me, and one of them dropped off at about 2 miles, and the other one dropped off at about 1 block left. I thought sure he would outsprint me when I left. Now, that was satisfying, of course, beating these they were like 16 or 17 years old. But when I finished, what I realized was the real joy was in the journey. That was such a good time running and talking with those guys. And it was just something that just happened. And that we all had a good time running. It was totally unexpected. It was a great experience. It may not seem like much to you, but it was really enjoyable. And I've had many similar occasions like that on my road to my goals. So it's good to have goals set, because you have to have a direction to head out into, so to speak. But if you think reaching the goal is the ultimate end-all to end-all, you'll be sadly mistaken, because when you get there, there is a certain bit of exhilaration. But it lasts a few hours, maybe a day or two, and then what do? If that's all you're going for, the goal, you'll find yourself feeling empty and flat in the end. And when you reach a goal, sure, enjoy it, celebrate, but then you have to set another goal. But don't waste away the present moment of today, thinking that when you get this certain amount of success or accomplish this certain feat, that you're going to be happy and that's it. Because it's never it. You're constantly climbing a ladder of levels of consciousness and character and growing. It's not so much about achieving the goal as it is becoming and expanding. The universe is constantly expanding, and you are either expanding or contracting. There is no neutral. Are you expanding or are you contracting? Contraction is very painful. Expansion sometimes can feel a little painful also, but the end is fulfillment. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal or ideal. That was a quote by Earl Nightingale. He was one of the founding fathers of motivation, self-improvement, success. I find that to be true. You notice it doesn't say success is when you reach your goal. It says the progressive realization of a worthy goal or ideal. That means you're moving in the direction. You're progressing toward a worthy goal or ideal. Think about that one. That's a good one. We'll continue on. Willful purpose plus determination, Y equals inspired success. Those with a strong will and undeniable purpose rise to reframe failure. There is no failure. Failure is a stepping stone to success. I've failed many, many, many times and probably will fail more in the future. But we can't look at it as failure. Look at it as a stepping stone to success. It's all in the way you perceive things. Yesterday was a tough day. I could tell you some things about that. I didn't fail, but it was a struggle. Didn't go the way I wanted it to, but it went the way exactly how it was supposed to. Exactly how it was supposed to move me toward my goals, to build the character I need to achieve what I want to achieve. So when you run into obstacles, difficulties, discouragements, remember, these things are moving you towards your goal, even though it may seem like it's moving you away from your goal. Okay, failure. They see it as an opportunity to draw closer to their goal. It becomes a signpost rather than a dead end. The cause and effect model many people subscribe to dictates that if a venture does not work, one should abandon it. Yet there's something powerful about the person who labors on despite the obstacles life throws at them. And life will throw some obstacles at you. You can bet your butt about that one. I draw your attention once more to Thomas Edison. Having failed 1,000 times, I heard 10,000, before creating the electric light bulb. The point is, he failed many times. A strong will matched with a powerful vision means failure takes a backseat toward greatness. Knowing this, I leave you with the following questions to ponder. How can you reframe a current goal to infuse it with purpose, will, and determination? How can you bring more of yourself to your goal instead of leaving it to chance? Are you willing to fail in order to succeed? There is no absolute way or path towards success other than to create your own. So, are you creating your path to success today? Look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you moving towards your goal or away from your goal? Every choice you make either moves you towards your goal, closer to your goal, or away from your goal. That's something you need to ask yourself before you make any choice. Is it moving you toward or away from your goal? Because if you want to move towards your goal, you need to make choices that move you in that direction. They don't have to be big things. Do 2 or 3 things every day that moves you towards your goal. It doesn't have to be anything big or grand. It can be reading a book, looking up something on the internet, listening to a YouTube video, talking to someone, making a phone call, sending a text message, many, many, many things. But these increments, these small steps, move you towards your goal. A lot of times people want to do the big thing that makes it happen. It's like looking for the knockout punch when you're in a fight. It never comes. But when you get in there and work and just throw a lot of punches, the knockout comes without you really trying to make it happen, or the opportunity opens up and then you can do it. It's the same thing in life. Do the little things. The little things add up into big movements toward your goals. So do something every day to move you towards your goal. And if you don't have a goal, you need to write one down. I'm not sure what it is. I think around 5%, less than 5% of the people have written goals, because when you write them down, they become real. That's all we have time for today. Thanks for joining me. Smash that like button and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.